so much air element that my body begins to fade. My name is Matty Davis. I'm an artist and choreographer who's working on a project called Dino Die, The Highline, co-commissioned by Frieze and Highline Art.
Welcome to the Highline, everybody. Welcome to the Highline, everybody. Showtime, showtime, showtime at the Highline, showtime at the Highline.
I was particularly interested in participating in Matty's performances because he genuinely is working collaboratively. He has, of course, predetermined goals and things he's interested in exploring, but there's a lot of spaciousness for performers like myself to fill in the blanks and create their own sort of fantasy inside of the work that I find really exciting. I know a lot of artists talk about like working sight specifically and being inspired by sight, but Matty takes that to a whole nother level in regards of doing deep anthropological, site-specific inquiry.
This version of Desire, my carbon would read, fuck! Dino Die is a work that's about succession between bodies, or the way in which we can carry each other forward, and that's both literally and figuratively. It's predicated on this 4-part choreographic score that each performer in the work has to navigate. This one is trying, this one is trying, this one is trying. There are very specific actions that each performer must find their way through. In the same way that we're all born into this world. We just get born. We have to do it. We learn to walk or crawl, etc. So there's these certain actions that people just have to confront and find their way through. But then there are these other parts, such as what I refer to as the gem in the performance, which is the second part of the choreographic score, that are really predicated on the particularity and total freedom of the performer. This particular part of the score is very much based on a particular person's interests, desires, needs, dreams. And then there's the third part, which I refer to as Send the Heart Deeper, and it's really predicated on this particular score that is designed to send the performer into a heightened cardiovascular state. Within that state, they're also challenged to be radically present to the people and the space around them. I mean, the work culminates in this fourth part of the score that we refer to as oppositional states, in which that body that is literally at a heightened cardiovascular physiological state comes in contact with the next performer, who is tasked with carrying the work farther along the high line. Exploring more variation, the rhythm of the energy.
Yeah.
Those big and relatively high energy pacings then get mixed in with almost flowing back into the pedestrian collective.
Yeah.
Do you want to play with the location of the box at all?
I'm gonna play just more this way in general.
I think something that's really special about this work is that the audience is a incredibly important part of the experience. The audience has a lot of choice about whether or not they want to move as close as possible to the action. They can move close to me, I can move close to them, we can interact, and we can have this experience of the heart together.
One of the challenges in the work, in which I talk about all the time, is that it's presence over effort. So presence always needs to be sort of the performer's priority. They always need to be seeing not only with their eyes, but their ears, and proprioceptively with their bodies. And I think that those brushes of near collision or intimacy with a stranger, they open up these real pockets of raw experience with another person that's really beautiful. I think that awareness of others around you and your own proximity, it remains this space that is always unknown and always being shaped. I think that's just a really unique aspect of the work.